It's been a while since we've seen Sabotage here. Last time we saw him, he almost took the world title off of Tyrant last March.
It has been a while.
You know, Sabotage, he did retire last year, but he never got to wrestle PSP, and this is gonna hurt my wrist.
The fast-paced action of PSP versus the slow, methodic, tactical abilities of Sabotage.
And an arm drag.
Whoa!
To boot.
Maybe he's not as slow as we thought.
Sabotage, the best technical wrestler in BWA history. Period.
And don't forget about that SKO. He is able to come up with quick moves when he needs to.
And PSP hitting off an arm drag of his own. Knife edge chop just flooring Sabotage. PSP's putting some muscle behind that chiseledness. Sabotage into the steel.
One more time for good measure.
Measuring up. Every inch of pleasure. Clothesline by PSP just takes Sabotage down. The ring rust of Sabotage may show here. Rather than PSP, who's been in full-time action, holding 2 titles right now in his 2nd year of BWA. Tell me all about it, Cole. Tell me all about it. As a matter of fact,
PSP now in total control. Irish whips. Sabotage moving back.
And a huge clothesline by Sabotage. It's huge. I stole your line. I'm sorry.
I was going to say it, but don't worry about it.
No, it's huge.
Unbelievable.
Just the fortitude of these competitors. Tell me all that.
Very fortuitous.
That's not a word.
Fortuitous is the word.
Okay. Sabotage. Sabotage has got him. Backbreaker. Look at just the way Sabotage does his moves. Like the sheer form of it all. Like Sabotage was never the biggest guy, never the strongest guy. But he held the world title on 2 separate occasions and beat some of the toughest guys in the BWA.
Well, if you do a move right, you're going to inflict the most pain on the guy without inflicting any pain on yourself.
And a beautiful Russian leg sweep going right into the cover. Talk about inflicting a move right. Rather doing a move right.
And then it's covers like that give you very little chance. If you don't have full strength, you may not kick out of it.
Exactly. All you need is technical skill and ring positioning. And PSP, we'll see how much of that he has. That was all about it, Paul.
Well, PSP's normally a fast action kind of guy, which is why I like him.
Drop kick! Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I had to call the move. Like you were saying, he's normally a high flyer. Insaguri right to the back of the neck.
Well, he normally moves much more quickly than Sabotage does. So on one hand, Sabotage may not be used to that kind of style. But on the other, it may be better off because the faster you move, the more likely you are to hurt yourself.
Well, that is true. But Sabotage is beating the Jock and Sabotage is beating Havoc. PSP's tag team partners, 3 leg drops. And so he may be somewhat familiar with the aerial style of PSP.
That's true. Sabotage may not have wrestled PSP himself, but he has wrestled people like him. I don't know if PSP has wrestled anyone quite like Sabotage. The closest, I guess, would be Bravado.
What are you trying to say? What are you? European uppercut. What are you trying to say?
that Bravado also does technical moves very well.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel better now. And Sabotage getting him set up.
And Bravado also.
Backdrop suplex.
And Bravado also has a high-pitched voice. And goes, oh.
Oatmeal raisin cookie. Stop making fun of Bravado. Bravado's a cool guy. Bravado's sexy.
I met him once.
He's sorry.
Did you know that Bravado got 2 numbers at the party last night? While Paul,
you know somehow he's going to fire back in Bravado's face.
While Paul got none.
Oh. Reverse DDT. Sabotage's moveset is extremely, extremely big. Sabotage isn't a legend for no reason. Oh, getting him set up. This is trademark. Sabotage now on the backbreaker, the Randy Orton version of that maneuver. Perfect execution. And Sabotage, he will take a little time to taunt, but in his case, he actually has the time. His moves come off very devastating. Like I said, without the power, without any of that game going for him, he's really got the technical prowess.
And notice this
vertical suplex.
He's been out of the rings for so long, and yet he's not the fatigued one in this match. It's PSP, and that's because when he does a move, he does it efficiently. He makes sure that he doesn't waste any energy on not doing a move right.
And it's not only that, it's PSP. He's been worked over the entire year. And the fact is, it's Sabotage, who just nailed a Bulldog, Sabotage has had all this time off. His body's healed completely.
But has he been training?
Training, yeah, that is something. Like if he has the cardiovascular attributes, I don't know. The PSP's definitely got the cardiovascular edge, no matter how much Sabotage has been training.
And he always has that second wind.
Absolutely, the smaller guys usually do get the second wind. PSP's got him up. The strength of this kid. Sabotage has lost weight, but
there he is, thinking big again.
Not that much. Airplane spin. What are you kidding me? And PSP just nails him with the DVD and an airplane spin.
I thought he was going to throw him off with the airplane spin, but he said he's
making him think about it. PSP's calling him up, and Sabotage has sand in his eye. Flying clothesline took him down. This is one hell of an old school versus new school matchup we're having here today. Sabotage, somewhat of a 6-7 year veteran, and PSP nails a spear. Somewhat of a veteran.
PSP is one of the best high flyers I've ever seen. You notice when he went for that flying forearm, he went over Sabotage and came down with the forearm.
PSP's first match in May of 2006. At that point, Sabotage had been wrestling for 6 years. Sabotage was world champion when PSP first started. That's your time. Like, I agree with that.
But now Sabotage still not as out of breath as PSP is now.
Because he does everything like very slow paced, methodical. Side effect, perfect execution.
This could be it right here.
He saw the confident look on his face before he locked that in.
PSP looked down. He just managed to pull up the strength from somewhere. I would have counted him out.
Well, Sabotage didn't get the proper pin cover, but he had everything else set up.
That's probably
dramatic.
That's probably one of his biggest faults. He's just too cocky in the ring.
But he knows how to put people away too, and that's what he's calling for right here. Sabotage now. Can he lock in?
Just waiting for PSP to get up.
SKO! Sabotage nailed it. Such a simple maneuver done so perfectly.
All he needs to do is go for the cover. And PSP just managed to
that was a slow count by the referee. Come on.
Slow count? It was a slow pinfall?
There's the second win we were talking about. PSP with that running kick.
Running kick with shoes off. Still managed to impact him.
Oh, man. If he hits this off.
Let's go for the acid drop.
PSP, but Sabotage may have him. No, he did it. He got it off. He hit the acid drop. PSP into the cover. Into that count. And Sabotage kicks out. If you think about it, the acid drop is a similar maneuver to the SKO. Similar height, but PSP gets a vault off with it.
Both applying pressure to the neck, and PSP needs that extra, that leverage from that height.
And PSP's calling for 3. Can he get the Slavic series off? Oh, man.
There's the first.
How are you going to hit off 3 suplexes when you're already 10 minutes into the match? Kid is unbelievable.
Remember, this is not a big guy. He's about 150 pounds. Lifting up someone.
PSP is about 140, 148, somewhere around that area. Sabotage around the 185 mark, maybe 190. He's dropped a significant amount of weight since last year. And PSP may be ready to put it away here.
Not going for the pin quite yet. It looks like he's looking for high flying.
PSP may be the legend killer. Oh, he's getting them set up here. We were talking about how Sabotage gets people set up perfectly. PSP took the extra time. He had Sabotage set up right where he needs them. To hit off the diving headbutt, but can he hit it?
Well, PSP certainly has time.
He might have taken too much time. Never mind, diving headbutt. Right to the sternum of Sabotage, and Sabotage is not moving. He got him. PSP puts it away.